Hey guys, Mike the Vike here, back for yet another video. This time around we're going to be doing some Battlefield 4 tips. Now I haven't played the game a lot, maybe, just whatever, maybe 6 hours, I don't know. And that may sound like I'm not a lot, but you'd be surprised. Anyway, this is just some things that I've encountered that I think are useful so far in the game, just some tips that might help you if you just got the game or just doing poorly or something. So the first one, and this isn't in any important order or anything, I actually just wrote them while I was playing around, and I was like, well, this is what I'm doing, so I'm going to write it down. And the first one is don't spawn on teammates, and since the game just came out, most people don't know what they're doing, and it could get you some pretty bad situations. So only spawn on them if you know that they're in a safe spot, but honestly, I would just recommend, regardless, ignore spawning on teammates. I know it sounds like it looks like it should be a good idea if you click on the square or whatever. Just don't. Just spawn like standard, because then you'll learn the map more, you'll learn the spawns and all that. And the next one, which I kind of will relate to in another video, why, like even more, but is turn up your field of view. And the field of view in this game goes up to 120, and that's pretty high. I'm glad they offer it standard now, up to that field of view. I think before it was like 80 or 90. But anyway, the reason I say this is, one, of course, you can see more, and oh wait, I'm not talking about that second part, but yeah, the big advantage is that you can see more, and yeah, it just gives you the advantage. Really, it's I personally play at 110. 120 feels like too much, and I'm someone that prefers like 80 or 90, but for this game I think I'm just gonna adapt, because I'd say it's more important, and I don't know why, but I play it a lot better with the higher field of view. And then another thing is, I have quite a few tips, by the way, is don't be focused on one area. And what I mean by that is, so let's say there's a guy on a roof and you're behind a fence or whatever, and you're shooting at this guy, and you get a couple hits on him, and you're like, oh, I just need 3 more hits and he'd be down. Don't just get locked on that one guy. There could be someone flanking you, there could be a teammate of him in another building. Like, just be aware of your surroundings, basically, and that's actually related to the next point. But yeah, you just want to be aware of your surroundings, don't get focused on one point. And yeah, that's one thing that gets me killed a lot, and I'm trying to fix that. So if you miss the guy, whatever, just try to flank him or adapt in some way. And then another one is to try out all the different attachments, except, well, I mean, there's only one that I don't really like, and it's any of the muzzle flashes, or the muzzle adapters, or whatever you want to call them, barrel whatevers. So like they'd usually like hinder your full auto performance, but it makes it so if you fire in bursts, it's more accurate, or there's less muzzle whatever, staccato, or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I don't really like using those, but other than that, I think you should try out all the others, and you might even want to try out the barrel attachments, just so that you know what does what. And I don't really watch any tips videos like about specific stats, because I'd rather just learn what I like and don't like, not just learn off stats. And another one that's really kind of random, but it's reload. And basically, I don't know why, but I noticed in this game, maybe the UI is a lot smaller or something. I was forgetting to reload a lot more often than in other games. So just be careful before you go into a whatever it may be, alley or whatever doorway. Just make sure you're loaded up, ready to go for that situation. And another one that's kind of related, in doorways and stuff, if you see a dead teammate, or several dead teammates for that matter, don't rush up to the exact same spot that they just died. Most likely there's going to be somebody there, and you're going to end up just like one of your teammates, dead. So, try to be, again, aware of your surroundings, and do not just go in there like a dummy. You have to think more in this game, basically, or in any game. I guess these could be general tips, but I'm trying to, Battlefield 4 just came out, so I thought it'd be handy to do this. And then another one that's sort of contradictory, but not really, is be aware of the attachments you have equipped. And maybe you're doing badly because of just those attachments. I found out that the attachments, if you just unlock them and they're the first you unlock in that category, it like auto-equips them. So like, I was like, well, I hate the barrel attachments personally right now, and it auto-equips them for me, so just make sure that you are using what you want to use before spawning in or whatever. And another one is be aware, sort of related to the previous one, but in like overall, be aware and be careful of your ammo and your health. Again, in this game, maybe it's just because of all the sound and explosions, I forgot to check my ammo and how much health I had. And it seems that health does not regenerate as quickly, or at least unless you're not near a med kit. So be careful of your health and your ammo, because I run out of ammo a lot quicker and I have lower health more often in this game. So just be careful in that manner. And then another one is to try different classes, and basically that's pretty simple. Just try the different classes. I didn't try support at all. And then I tried it out last night, and I was like, whoa, I'm doing really good. I really like the LMGs. So try out all the different classes, figure out what you like, and all that. And then a big one that sort of helps me in all manners, with or without attachments, is fire in bursts. You just hit so much more accurately when you fire in bursts. Try to resist in any situation to just spray and pray. Just even in close quarters, you'll do better if you just tap the trigger instead of just letting go, unless of course it's like super close, but you know what I'm saying. But you'll be much more alive more often, getting more kills if you fire in bursts. And then one thing you want to do is you want to, I don't know why not many people have mentioned this. I mean, I guess I haven't watched any videos, but you should give the firing range a try. And especially if you want to get into sniping, you can go to the firing range and you can test out all the different guns. Well, not all of them, but any of the guns you have unlocked. And you can learn like the bullet travel, and it tells you how far away they are, and you could just learn exactly where to hit when a guy's running, and it's very good training is what it is. And I wish they made that more customizable, but I'm gonna make a new video or a separate video about my thoughts about the game. But other than that, I'm trying to think of things I haven't written down. Oh yeah, okay, so two more. If you keep dying, like I do this a lot in games, accidentally, well, I'm trying to get away from it, but if you keep dying, don't just do the same thing over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just kind of like if you die because you go through this fence or whatever and there's a bunch of guys on the other side, don't be like, okay, I'm going to spawn in and try it again and again and again and again. You want to either flank or change your routine somehow, because it just doesn't make sense. You want to make sure your mind is on when you're playing this kind of game, and you don't just do things aimlessly. And the final one, if none of this stuff is working, or maybe you're just having a bad team, or it's a bad map for you, or you're just not in the mood for whatever may be going on in that server, don't be afraid to switch servers. Of course, I'm not encouraging rage quitting, but if stuff isn't going well, and you have like, let's say 10 deaths and like no kills or whatever, I'd say you should probably try switching servers. Don't be afraid, and just do it if you have to, but don't just sit there and go through whatever's going on over and over again. That's kind of insane. So just make sure that, yeah, if you're having a bad time, just switch servers and you might do better. Anyway guys, that's basically it. I tried to keep this one really to the point, and I hope that this was helpful for some of you. I found these tips personally are really going to help me out, actually. I wrote these down. I was like, wow, these are pretty good. And yeah, these are my tips. Hopefully they're helpful to some of you if you have the game, or in general, these are pretty good tips. That's basically it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, rate it or share if you want to, subscribe, whatever. Comment your thoughts about these tips, or if you have more for the community. That's basically it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.